Hello, I'm Gemma and welcome to your weekly news bulletin from Pulse Social. This week, we explore the topic of community sports and aim to answer the questions of why sports within the community are so important and how we can increase participation in community sports. We explore this with two extremely insightful podcasts. We firstly talk to Aquila Burgess, Football Development Manager at the London FA. A football fanatic himself, Aquila is passionate about making football accessible to all around London, particularly for women and disadvantaged communities. The London FA has a range of initiatives to involve all in football, including the 100FC programme to get more women into coaching and the Weetabix Wildcats for girls and young women. This helps to increase the accessibility of football by showing you don't have to be a player to get involved. The pandemic has greatly impacted community sports, which in turn has negatively affected both physical and mental well-being. The London FA are striving to overturn this with plenty of exciting initiatives due to launch in 2022. Our second podcast was with Ernest Aco of Sportworks. Sportworks has bases across the country, from London and the South East all the way up to the North East. They support communities to become more physically active through a range of targeted initiatives, including working with elderly and disabled people and offenders for community rehabilitation. The organisation works closely with members and other community organisations to develop well-rounded, effective programmes that positively impact the community. Having worked abroad, Ernest sees cultural differences in attitudes to sport, which could explain why sport uptake is lower in the UK. Maybe we could learn a thing or two from his experience. Take a listen now. Now, with COP26 underway, the future of winter sports is being debated. In an interview for BBC Sport, Olympic snowboarding champion Shaun White said, "It will be interesting to see what happens to winter sports in the face of global warming." Snow sports enthusiasts have seen differences in this year's snow distribution, with areas that would typically have plenty of snow being described as dry. Over the last few years, the impact of global warming on sport has been undeniable. For the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, artificial snow had to be used to combat the melting of actual snow during the Games. This year's Olympics in Tokyo saw the hottest ever Olympic Games, with the marathon even having to be moved due to concerns about the extreme heat. By 2050, 1 in 4 English Football League grounds are expected to flood each year. This goes to demonstrate the importance of tackling climate change before it has such a profound world impact. Now that's it for this week. Go and take a look at those new podcasts and we'll be back next week for another news roundup.